Good evening, everyone. It is Zari the Horror, here to drag you into the abyss with me once more. Today, I have a frightening little tale. The tale of the Turtleman. My name is Dale. I am a farmhand. I make my living milking cows, making cheese. I deal with goats, sheep, all that stuff that a farm normally has to do. I live out in the rural side of the place, rural side of the states, country music, rednecks all over the place, guns and beer, all the rage. I lived in that type of place, and I'm not gonna lie, I was content. God, I was content. But then this sweetheart that I'd been sweet on since I was probably a little child, very small little thing, came up to me and said, "Hey, wanna go to Turtleman Alley?" I was confused, 'cause Jane never mentioned anything about whatever the hell that was to me before. So I went and asked her, "Hey, what's Turtleman Alley?" She explains to me that Turtleman Alley is where people saw a giant snapping turtle the size of a man. People say that it might be one of them alligator snapping turtles, I believe. But that didn't make much sense to me. Alligator snapping turtles are found in swamps and bogs, way further down than where we are. I'm in Tennessee. The nearest swamp is like at least 5 states away. But she looked at me with them puppy dog eyes, wide as can be, and I knew I had to go. So I packed my bags for a little trip, told Mom and Pa about it, and went on my merry way. I shouldn't have. I should have stayed on that farm and just invited her in for some apple pie. Too late now. We drive on down there, having us a good old time, listening to some country music, vibing in the car. We get to talking about how things were in high school, how sweet it was when we did it for the first time. Great little drive. Then we got to the alley. The alley was more so a set of woods and a trail. We parked the car and got out. Now, I had brought my shotgun just in case we ran into something, but she insisted I leave it in the car. When I tried to object, she said, "Come on, so the Turtleman exists, we're here for sightseeing." I relented. And I left the gun in the car. I should have insisted. I really should have insisted. We began our little walk up the trail. And true to its name, there were turtles. Probably a turtle sanctuary nearby. They were everywhere. Small ones, and a couple medium-sized ones, but certainly nothing man-shaped. Nothing like that at all. I'm just minding my business, going about my day with her, hand in hand. The sun goes off her skin. It's a beautiful day. And she says as much to me. "It's a beautiful day, Dale." She flashes me a quick little smirk. We go to the water. She undresses into her skivvies, and I'm like, "Oh." She goes to the water with a splash and says, "Come on and join me. Let's have a little fun. You sure you're not afraid of getting bit by a snapping turtle?" And she says, in the cutest way possible, "I'm sure if I get bit, I'll have someone come get it off me. Now won't I?" I oblige. I undress into my own skivvies and I get in there. We spend, I want to say, 20, maybe 30 minutes splashing each other, pulling each other out of the water, hugging each other in there. It's a great time. Truly great time, I tell you. But then, something started to feel off. It was the middle of the day when we arrived, and at most, it had been 2 hours since we got there. So it didn't make sense that it was looking mighty close to night, because it couldn't have been much more than 2:30 in the afternoon. But it was getting real dark in them woods. So, me and her get out. As she takes a final step out the water, she just barely avoids, because I pulled her out the way, a snapping turtle. Big one too. Probably up to my knee in height. A whole tortoise. That was without question an alligator snapping turtle. It bit down, but thankfully it wasn't really trying, it looked like. More so wanted her to get out the water. She was on top of me, panting, as was I, because that mean motherfucker about took her leg off. Before I could get mad and try to hit the turtle, I was a bit of a dumbass. She kisses me on the lips, says, "Aw, my hero." We get dressed, my cheeks are blushed, and then we hear it. Splash! A loud thing went in the water. We look at each other cautiously. We finish getting dressed and grab our things, and we're about to leave, when suddenly a spike, big as can be, big as my forearm, flies past my face. It leaves a cut across my cheek. It went straight into the rocks with a sharp thud. Then we hear it. Breathing. Out the water comes this massive tortoise, something between an alligator, a turtle, and a man. It was as big as a man could ever hope to be, at least 6 feet in length. It got on its hind legs. We booked it. We booked it quickly to the car. When we got to the car, because it was a turtle, we thought we could outrun it. But it was fast. It was gaining on us. We got to the car and immediately tried to get in, but there was a problem. The tires had them spikes in it. That's why we only heard it get into the water. So afterwards, this thing cut off our escape. I immediately get the shotgun, and I'm looking for it. I still am looking for it to this day. Because that thing came up behind me and sent a spike right through my stomach. She tries to help me, but this thing, right in front of me, bites her head off. Her head come right off her shoulders. I yet let out a scream, and I try to shoot it. I try, but it bounced off its damn shell. I did hit the weak spot, and it went straight into my fucking leg. He took what was left of her off. I'd applied some rudimentary first aid to me. This is my recording for if anyone finds it. If you find this message, know that I am dead. Do not go down this path. Do not even think of it. That thing ain't right. Goodbye. And don't worry, darling. I'll either avenge you or I'll join you. Well now, poor little Dale. So much suffering. So much pain. Ah well, I do so hope you enjoyed this. I thank you for sinking into the abyss with me once again tonight. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hype up the video if you truly liked it. And with that, goodbye.